Hey everyone! So as you know, there is no live lecture on Tuesday, and that's because I have to be at an event on campus that overlaps with the lecture slot. So instead, I've posted a podcast of the same lecture material from Tuesday's lecture from the last time I taught this class. But first, a few announcements. So one, in addition to posting the podcast itself, which is a YouTube playlist, I've also posted the blank and annotated slides the same way that I usually do. The annotated slides are a little different because they're not the exact same ones as in the video, but I've made a few augmentations and enhancements. So if you don't see it being an exact one-to-one mapping, don't worry. I've just added a bit more details in the annotated slides that I've posted. In other news, along with Tuesday's lecture, I really want you to read this linked note on conditional independence. It's another perspective on how to understand conditional independence, and it will be super useful as you work on the last homework problem in homework 7 and as we move into the last few lectures of the course. Speaking of homework 7, as you know, that's due this Thursday. It's our second last homework assignment. The first few problems are about combinatorics, but the last problem involves independence and conditional independence, which is what this lecture is all about. A few other things. One, the tutors put together this advice page, which is linked on the side of the course website, where they've given you advice on how they studied for exams in this class when they were taking it. So since the final exam is coming up, I think it would be wise to start looking through their advice and start preparing. And also take a look at the practice site, because we've now added topics for all of the probability topics in this course, which means that you can click something like combinatorics and see all of the old exam problems about combinatorics, which is, quite a bit of them. Okay, and you can also see a few more exams than we had before. Remember, anytime you see a midterm 2 or a final part 2 or just a general final exam, those are the exams that contain probability, though of course our final exam will also contain ideas from the first half of the class. Okay? I believe those are all the announcements I have, so I'll turn it over to me from 3 years ago to finish off the lecture.